So, I think we're gonna build modern for Kaheera. So the theory behind this is kind of want to see if Kaheera makes sense in playing 60 cards to maximize the chances of drawing Wrenn and Six or Teferi early on in the game. This might not end up making sense, but it was an idea proposed by who I really respect, Alan Wu. So I think there's some merit there, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's complete nonsense. Who can say for sure? Let's see what we got. Broke down most of what I wanted. I want to play a bunch of fetches because Wrenn and Six is not good if you don't play all of the fetches. I don't know. Like, kind of just like, what really convinces me this is not crazy is that I think turn 2 Wrenn and Six is just one of the most powerful things to do in the format. So if you have it on turn 2 more often, that might actually make your deck better, you know? Alright. Up to... Foundry. It's not covered. As far as headquarters, as far as Kara? As far as headquarters, steam vents, stomping ground, and a temple garden. The cards I'm definitely going to play include Counterspell, 4 Counterspell, this song's a banger. This brings me back to my childhood, but alright. 4 Counterspell for Wrenn and Six. 4 Teferi, Time Raveler. 4 Solitude. 4 Omnath. 4 Expressive Iteration. 4 Prismatic Ending. What else I have written down? I don't remember. Prismatic Ending. Okay, so here are some more interesting ones. Because we're not playing Yorion, you kind of need a way to use the Omnath mana, and Teferi 5 was what was suggested to me, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Cantrips. Yeah, I'm gonna play 2 Abundant Growth. But I don't think you need more than that. I want to play a small number of Lightning Bolt, at least. Because it is nice to have some instant speed removal that doesn't cost you 2 cards. Maybe 3 Lightning Bolt? And probably... Let's see, what's the last card I want to play? Could play a Dress Down. It's not the worst. Not the best either, but maybe I will play one Dress Down. Also play. Well, we'll see where I'm at after deciding, but I kind of want more Veils. I want Veils in my sideboard. Probably like 2. I don't like Gaia Ganjo. I think Boseiju is the one you want, because your deck is already pretty good at killing creatures. I don't really like Sokenzin. Otawara is close, but I wanted to have enough fetchable lands. So that's why I'm only playing Boseiju. Yeah, the bounce one is that. I'm gonna sideboard Eldarmy's Call, which might seem weird, but I think there is some logic there. Because I want to sideboard a Fury and an Emrakul. And I think that's about it, though. I think it's just kind of hard to win some of the mirrors without Emrakul in your deck, period. Kaheera. Chalice of the Void. So, one thing you might note is that Chalice plus Kaheera don't play well together. Well, I think that's fine. Only 1 endurance. Well, we're trying a different version of the deck. It's not like the Yorion deck doesn't even play that many endurances either. It plays like 2, but it also plays 2 calls, so there's a lot more, I suppose. But I don't really want to play like a fuck ton of endurances or whatever. Oh, sorry. What I meant to say is Emrakul interferes with Kaheera, right? I don't know if that's a deal breaker. Eldrazi's not listed there. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. It might be a deal breaker, but, you know, we'll try it. Supreme Verdict. Again, I know that the Yorion version works. That's why I'm not interested in trying it. I'm interested in trying to rebuild this other version and see if it makes any sense. Augers in the hole. I don't know what that means. Is that a good thing? Anything else I want? Do I want to play anything else? What are other cards I would want to play? Oh, I want a half-second Boseiju. What am I missing? 4C Resident Sleeper? But it's 4C Kaheera instead of 4C Yorion, so it's a less Resident Sleeper, right? That's how that works, right? Let me look to see if there are other cards that make sense. I will look at chat if anyone has any suggestions. Maybe, Flusterstorm makes sense, actually. 1 Flusterstorm? Is Kaheera better than having Emrakul main deck? I'm not sure. I think so, but if it's not, then there's not a lot of reason to play Kaheera, I think. Alright. Any suggestions for a last 15th sideboard card, chat? It needs to be reasonable. Could be a second endurance, actually. But I will take some suggestions. If you give a good reason, that will be closer to making me play it. Endurance 2 is something I was thinking about, but I want to see other suggestions, in case if there's something I'm missing. Titan, probably. It depends. I mean, it's not a lock. March? I don't really like March as other people, because I found it incredibly inefficient, which is a problem I've had with the card. Dress down or endurance? There's a dress down in the main. There's an endurance in the sideboard. Curse from 4C? Really? Can you explain that, Titan? Your video is 40 seconds behind that? You might want to refresh then. Refreshing usually fixes that stuff. Okay, dress down, endurance, hearse, march. Any other suggestions? Add another dress down. Oh, what I was thinking about that I don't have is Mystical Dispute. I think I sort of like Mystical Dispute, actually, to have one, just like to supplement the counter spells in the main deck. The reason I sort of like Mystical Dispute is that, like, it's kind of a card you can side in versus a lot of the top decks in the format, and it costs 1 mana, which is kind of key. Alright, I think I'm gonna run this, and we'll see how it goes. It might suck. It might be that this theory is just way off, and then I can't really do this, but, you know, we'll try it first, at least. Well, 2 Abundant Growths is, well, obviously it's not the same as 3, but it's kind of close to having 4 in an 80-card deck, is how I would put it. So I think it's fine. I think it'll work itself out. But obviously I understand your concern. Again, thanks for everyone being here. If you're new to the stream, hit that follow button. That's free to do. Charmaw? Yeah, Charmaw is reasonable. I mean, I could play Magus of the Moon or Charmaw, but I don't think I really want to play either of those, really. I think I'll just, like, accept my L's to Tron. And I don't even think you lose to Tron. Like, you can still beat Tron with this deck. It's not like... It's not really that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. Can someone tell me if the deck list is updated? It's updated? Cool. Thanks. Alright. Our prediction for the first match. I did get a 5-0 with Grixis Shadow a few days ago. We'll see if this goes as well. I'm a lot less confident in this one, but this is mostly just theoretical. I want to see if it works. Because, like, obviously it might not work. You bombed all your channel points? You probably just, like, bet on some random thing. Well, the answer is to keep betting, right? Until you get back to 100k. We got some cards coming. Shout out to Card Hoarder. Of course, I understand that you have to take those odds. I'm not here to know, sir, your odd taking. Alright. Let's go to Modern League. Bets up. And thanks for everyone being here. Happy Thursday. We're gonna play for a few hours at least. 4-1 odds, yeah. I get ya. Don't worry about it. I get ya. Alright, chat. Let's go. First match of the night. Well, pretty hard to mulligan this hand. I think I'm supposed to get Temple Garden and just play the growth on it. Because I might end up bouncing it or something later. You could also make a case for... Alright, well, I guess I'll just kill that with Rags. Kill the Rags with Wrenn is what I meant to say. I didn't really enunciate that very well, but yeah, that's fine. Ooh, smelling weakness, but we need lands as well. Okay. I think I should just take 2 lands personally. So what land do I want to fetch? Probably Ragran Triumph off of Misty. Yeah, I 5-0'd with Shadow. If that's your question, Ved. The Ragran and this can get like a Plains, hopefully. Alright. Feel good about my position. Rugved Triumph. Rugved Triumph. Maybe this should get Plains instead. Probably. I think my opponent might concede soon. Blast Zone. Alright. Force of Rage. Do I care? Didn't think they had anything, but this... Alright, do I care about this? I guess if I counterspell it, I can fetch and play Hero of Dominaria. Yeah, because I'm supposed to counterspell it. It's actually kind of interesting, but I think it's kind of worth countering, so I can just like deploy my Teferi 5 and have counterspell up. I was not expecting Force of Rage, I won't lie. Good. Blast Zone means they probably don't have Urza Saga, but it's not a lock. Force of Rage is a legal card, yeah. Fury's probably good. Hard to say too much about their deck because they showed us literally like 2 or 3 cards, but I think there's a chance that they have Blood Moon. I'm gonna try to fetch around it. Probably want the other Boseiju versus Blood Moon. Maybe I should cut the Teferi 5s actually versus my opponent. Seems like I probably don't need them on average. Although it might... I don't have that many win-cons. It might leave me a little bit low. White Force is Glorious Anthem. Black Force is destroy all non-black creatures that came to play this turn, I believe. It's Force of Virtue and Force of Despair. I guess I keep. This hand's pretty good. I mean, I have the Bolt as well. This gets Raghrun. Yes. It's all creatures? Okay. Well, it's super obvious what's going on here, but I'm gonna do it still. Yeah, that was actually a good draw. I'm just gonna play top land, say go, and counterspell their next play. Yeah, it's 4C Kaheera, not 4C Yorion. I just was trying a theory that if you draw Wrenn and Six more often, maybe your deck is better. Okay, this is gonna get a basic. Feels like Omnat's really good versus my opponent. Okay. Could pitch Lightning Bolt, sure. Oh, I wasn't expecting Karn from their deck. Okay, that's fine. I have Lightning Bolt, at least. If I didn't have Lightning Bolt, it might be more of an issue. I'm drawing 3 Lightning Bolt. They go now. Okay, weird. I don't know why that's in their deck exactly, but... Guess I'll target them in case they have something weird like Emrakul in their deck. I think I'm just gonna hardcast Solitude off planes. Because now this means even if they have a Blood Moon, if I draw an ending, I can kill the Blood Moon. Especially rooting for your opponent now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I have to do basically everything I want, I think. So I can double bolt it. Put Kaheera in hand. Probably worth it. May lose a bunch of life, but that's fine. Then you get the life back, mostly, so... It's a 5/4, which means that if I don't kill it, it's kind of awkward to attack through this turn. Fine. Could Kaheera plus serve? I kind of think just doing this is better. Do they get vigilance? They do. Oh, well, that's kind of brutal, too. Gonna kill the rag. I think if I kill the rag, it's like really hard for them to win. Okay. Kind of looks like my opponent is 100% dead. You're. I wonder if I had gone to game 3 if I'm supposed to have Emrakul inverse my opponent. Probably not, but you can say. Sure. Okay. I'm at 21 now. F6. Well, Karn drew them a liquid metal coating, right? Karn drew them a card, it wasn't a very good card, right? Mono red Karn. Pretty easy one. Alright. Believers are not in shambles. The haters are in shambles. They did convert it this turn, yeah. Alright, new prediction up for the next match. Accurate representation of meta? Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely accurate that my opponent playing Mono Red Karn is representing the meta 100%. Alright, get your bets in. I'll start the match in a second. Bonjour, Nefet. We are 1-0 with 4C Kaheera. This is a hypothetical theoretical deck that is testing the theory that if you draw Wrenn and Six on turn 2 more often, is it worth giving up Yorion? It is sort of dart throwing. Why are modern leagues so troll? Because all leagues are noise. Just, you have to listen to the wise Alan Wu. All leagues are noise. For 1-1 versus Alan Lifetime. Clearly a representation that you two are equally skilled. Yeah, your wisdom's equivalent to his. As for a mentor mirror. Yeah, the modern. I remember you liked that deck, the Esper Mentor Unearth deck. Well, that was a problem with playing Unearth sometimes, that if you float out on them, it's not actually good to float out on. Alright, quick 1-0. That was not a grindy game. That was not a grindy matchup. We kind of just played our spells and our opponent died due to card quality. I don't really expect these matches to go that way, though. Like, expect a little bit more grinding, a little bit more jockeying position. Yo, Hogpog, thanks for the raid. How did you finish up? We are currently 1-0 with this theoretical deck. This is an Alan Wu inspired deck. 60 card, 4 color, with Kaheera, which is clearly a worse card than Yorion, but there are some small advantages, which is you get to draw Wrenn and Six way more often. Like, it's my assertion that turn 2 Wrenn, I think, is one of the most powerful things this deck can do in a bunch of matchups. Alan corrected it, Janky. Alan played... I asked Alan if he was playing the 4th iteration, and he said yes. Finally. Because before he was not. They contribute to the modern ban list discourse. Hell no. I don't like talking about ban shit, period. Really? Okay, I do have the Wrenn. I think I'm supposed to just keep on the merit of Wrenn. Solitude's kind of shit. Oh. What? Okay. What land do I want to get? I think I'm just going to ending it so I don't have to figure out what to fetch. Just delay the decision. It does offset the Wrenn turn by 1 turn. That matters. Well, I'm not going to talk about bans. Like, period. This sucks. They have to turn 2 Wrenn in their 80-card deck. This is very unfortunate. I think I'll just get this and bolt that. Alright. Untapped green or red source, please. That's all I'm asking for. Could be any untapped red or green split. Right. Guess that qualifies. It's fine. Everything's fine, Orem. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. I think I want to do this. A little bit unfortunate that it has to be this way, but... Alternative was to Solitude it, pitching Teferi, and I don't think that's good. I was really hoping to draw a white card right there, actually. Then I could just still Solitude pitching the white card. But I didn't. I might get buried right here, but that's okay. This is the matchup we really don't want to play. Because I think, like, the games just go so long that their clunkiness is sort of overridden by the fact... Their clunkiness is overridden by the fact that I don't actually kill them. Okay. No, I like using ending on one. Question is, what do I do now? This plus. I think what I'm supposed to do is just ding this for 1 damage, otherwise it's going to get really problematic. Right, I'm saying exactly in the mirror it matters that you don't have Yorion instead of Kaheera, because, like, Yorion's much more powerful than Kaheera, obviously. And in fact, I'm going to give up Kaheera post-board for Emrakul because I think it's that important. That might be crazy, but that's what I'm going to do. I can use Wrenn to keep their Wrenn in check, at least. Just gonna hardcast Solitude. They gained 4 life out of that, but it doesn't matter. I mean, now they get mana, but what can they really do with mana with my Teferi 3 in play? Oh, they can cycle Spyro's headquarters, I guess. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so next turn I'll have a good turn if they don't have anything good. I'll get to play Teferi 5 and leave up Counterspell and hope that's good enough. That sucks. Right, I think I'm just going to build to ultimate. And I don't really want to play something in here into getting counterspelled by them. Like, also playing the second run doesn't do much. I guess it's just like a put Kaheera into hand angle. Play a tap plan, say go. If I get to ultimate, I think that's really good for me because I can just like lightning bolt all their stuff down. But obviously this is going to be like a grind fest and Yorion will probably matter at some point. It's weird that they have Ragavan and Spreading Seas. It's kind of an older list. Like, oh, you have it, you have it. They didn't have it. I mean, 4C Yorion typically does not play Teferi 5. Thing is, like, when you play Kaheera, you probably need to play Teferi 5 just because of card quality considerations. I'm gonna start off by attacking the Wrenn and see what they do. I think I'm just gonna main phase cycle this and pick it up, like what they're doing. I think there's no reason to do something else. Alright, say go. I think most people don't play Teferi 5 by this point. I think so. It's not unreasonable for them to still have in their hand. Okay, well. I think I still like playing around it. Elderrimmer? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. Problematic. Seems like they just have a fuck ton of gas in their hand, which is not what I want. You should change your neck? I don't know. I'm not the boss of you. You can do whatever makes your heart happy. I wonder if I'm gonna time my opponent out. I think there's not an unreasonable chance that my opponent loses a timeout if we go to 3 games. Yeah. Alright. I kind of wonder why they didn't just, like... hardly anything matters now. An attack. Alright. Killed the Wrenn. Still, like, not in a really a good position, personally, I think. This is when, like, you get to see how much better Yorion is than what I'm doing. Which is, it's a lot better, of course. Alright. Their Yorion's like a draw 1, 2, 3, 4. So far. I'm probably gonna lose. I guess I'll have to discard a few cards, maybe. Or not. So growth, Spreading Seas Omnath is 4 cards. They'll be at 9 cards, so they'll have to discard 2. But obviously, like, how are we gonna lose? I haven't drawn an Omnath yet. Guess I'll leave this. So I only have a Sacred Foundry. I have to fetch Sacred Foundry first. I guess to cast it, which kind of sucks. Wait. Oh, that can't fetch Sacred Foundry, so I shouldn't have cracked that fetch. Whoops. Fucked up. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I definitely fucked up. That's really bad, actually. Is there a way to recover from that? Guess I just have to bite the bullet and show my shame. That's okay. Definitely fucked up the fetch right there. Oh, I can't even leave up counterspell like this. I should have paid 2 life on this as well, probably. A few misplays. It's almost certainly going to cost me, I think, as well. should be timestamped, I think. Could have also attacked the Wrenn first. I probably was supposed to. Okay, maybe it's better that I didn't. Yeah, it's really bad. This is a primary matchup where if you don't have Yorion, you're much worse off. And that's fine. Like, I just think you improve in a lot of other places where, like, it matters you draw Wrenn and Six. It matters that you draw, like, Counterspell versus, like, a Belcher deck or something, you know? But specifically in this, like, semi-mirror, obviously it's, like, a big deal. Also, not being able to cast my Wrenn and Six on turn 2 was also really problematic in this game. I never drew Omnath, even though I have 4 Omnaths, and I haven't seen one, and my opponent's seen 2 so far. So there's like a lot of little things that haven't exactly gone my way, you know. Oh, I should have played this first, actually. Maybe not. Maybe this is okay to do, actually. Omnath was really problematic this game for me. I mean, I've been through 29 cards and not seen a single Omnath, though. Like, oh no, I've seen one, I guess. But they've seen... Oh, C's always beats that? Interesting, I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. That's fair. Okay, I should have cycled in response. Probably dead now, though. Can this still get a red land? I don't think it can. I guess I'll check. Nope, I'm actually out of fetchables, which is... This is actually a kind of a semi-problem with the deck. That it's easy to run out because you just don't have an enormous deck. Like, I guess I didn't explain that very well, but this is clearly a bad situation that can happen. Anyways, I think I'm going to side of Kaheera because I don't think it's that critical for these mirrors to have Kaheera. I mean, obviously, Yorion is extremely good, but... yeah, bad stuff has happened. They have both of their triumphs. I would like to note they've almost seen as many cards in their deck as I've seen in mine. Like, they're down to 26 cards left. They've seen... Their deck size is almost equal to my deck size, which is kind of insane to think about. I think I just want to distract. Alright, I found all of my Omnats. A little bit too late, I think. Doing my best, but my opponent has 9 cards and I have 1 card. My 1 card's not even that good. Alright, they have another Omnath. Turns themselves. Okay. 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 So I'm almost dead. Yeah, this kind of just went way out of control. I am ahead by 3 minutes though, and that's like kind of a valid thing to be concerned about in the MTGO thing. I mean, I'm not going to take like unnecessary game actions, but it is something worth noting because the games do go extremely long. I don't really like Dress Down. Like Veil. Dispute's fine. And Emerald's good. I think I'm going to cut... Do I need all of my Solitudes? Probably not. But it can also be difficult to win if I don't leave them in. Maybe I just don't need the extra Boseiju, actually. Could also, well, lightning bolt's kind of valuable because of their Ragavans. I think I'll shave two of these. Hmm. Can I get away with cutting one bolt? Or can I get away with cutting an abundant growth? Let's see if I can get away with cutting an abundant growth. I don't want to cut more creatures because I think it's like actually a concern that like there's not actually that many threats in the deck. Good hand. I'm gonna fetch Bant Triome turn 1. It sounds like basically ideal. The only thing I'm missing is like a removal spell for creatures, really. But... Alright, I think I'm actually going to use Wrenn to kill their thing instead. Especially since I drew a land. If I didn't draw a land, I think it would be closer, but since I drew a land, it's almost certainly correct to just kill the Ragavan with Wrenn and Six. Oh. Okay. Guess I'll find out and see if they have the Ice Fang. This forces the issue if they play it. Okay, they don't have Ice Fang. Might be a runaway in the other direction, to be fair. Fury. Okay. And I got my value out of it. They pitched Omnath. No, I'm Omnath flooded. Could have probably done this a little bit better, but that's okay. It's gonna be fine, pretty sure. Like, I'm really far ahead. Well, phone's kind of just super dead now. They're trying to gain time on me, I guess. Easy enough though, you just fetch 2 more times and your opponent dies. I don't know, they would need a ton of time walks. Alright, I'm gonna use a restroom real quick because I think game 3 might be a long one. Be right back, 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Again, thanks for everyone being here. I think I'm gonna get the growth back into my deck. Oh, I'm supposed to have the call in. Whoops. I'll go down to 1 Solitude, actually. Don't want to cut a land. Don't want to add a land. Don't want to cut any of the planeswalkers. This is like a button growth or removal. I think maybe having the Fury is good. And cutting, like... Alright. Should I decide I don't want call? I'll just cut a bolt and the call, actually. Just kind of Pepega. I think this just indicates my deck is misbuilt if I'm doing this. This is the actual reality. Alright, game 3. I'm on the draw. Oh, not gonna mulligan. Do they have Ragavan on the play again? Alright, just abundant growth probably. Really good draw, actually. There you go. Fetch turns on like this entire hand, really. Do I want to jam this turn is the question. I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna play this tap and say go. See what they do. I think I can afford to be a little bit patient because of the dispute. Endurance too strong? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I think it's actually safe to fire out another one of these, actually. Can't think of anything that they would have. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I don't think that's a good reason to cut the card, but I guess it makes sense as a reason to cut it. I think I'm just gonna get some shocked lands tapped to just make my mana easier to play with. They counterspell this, I'm fine with it. I feel like I'm winning, actually. Alright, this will get a Sacred Foundry, probably. I think I should have bolted it before they got to untap, actually, but... I don't think my life total actually matters. I'm gonna use a bolt on this at some point anyways, I might as well do it now. Alright, that's not ideal, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. This is just how insane Yorion is, like... No. This is really just the power of Yorion right here. Do I want to bounce both? I don't think so. I don't think that accomplishes much, actually. Fuck. I don't want... Yeah, but I think that just doesn't do much except give them 3 cards, right? Or even, like, 2 cards? I think it's just kind of a bad play, honestly. This is just like trying to play fast and not make too many mistakes. Obviously, there's going to be some mistakes made, probably. Well, not great, but not the end of the world. They can't really ruin me too much. Fuck, I drew ending? Not good. Drawing ending was not good for me there. Wait, they didn't ending my Omnath? Whoa, they didn't ending my Omnath. Huh? Question mark? Because it didn't legend roll my Teferi, yeah. It was something alright. Actually, I should have played a fetch that turn and just said go and not used it. Okay. That's fine. Emrakul does suck on MTGO, I agree. Well, I guess it doesn't suck that much, but trying to kill them is not that easy is the real issue. Here goes my Teferi, I guess. Maybe this is why I can't side out so many Solitudes, because of this shit, but... This is an exciting match. Oh, holy shit. I'm not talking very much because... Because my clock is low. I still have one counterspell left in my deck. Don't dig for that. Alright, holy shit, chat. I can't believe I've won that. Holy shit. Alright, I was ignoring chat because I knew that match was gonna go long. And that's also why I went to the bathroom. Alright. Oh, holy shit. I can't believe I won. Alright, we're gonna take another quick break. Be right back. I'm gonna run a quick ad in the meantime. I really just need to cool down for a sec. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Alright, chat, I'm back. Again, thanks for being here. Appreciate you all. Prediction up for the next match. If you want to support the stream, hit that follow button. That's free to do. If you really want to support the stream, consider using your Twitch Prime sub here. It's free every month. You should use it to take money out of Jeff Bezos' pockets. And again, thanks for being here. Also, check out the links in the stream title. And I'm going to match number 3. Match number 2 was kind of a barn burner. Yo, Ace Hacks, thanks. Should I open a chest? What if you like Jeff Bezos? That's a weird concept to think about. 100% open a chest. Alright, I'm gonna open a chest, then join the match. Because as we could tell, the time might matter. How'd Haunting, Grind Clock, and 5 play points? Well, not the most exciting chest, but... yeah, it was the same match. I mean, you know what you're signing up for when you play this deck. I think my deck is slightly misbuilt, though. Reluctant Keep is how I would put it. Are we gonna get Ragran Triumph off this Strand? Probably hammer. Could have ending the giver, but I think I can probably just like counterspell something, untap iteration into ending on giver probably, and I think that just used my mana so much better. If they do nothing this turn, I'll maybe regret it, but yes, I'm doing that instead. I might regret it, but I kind of think they're on a saga draw, like a saga, like grind you out with saga draw. So if you kill with the trigger on the stack, it's like kind of net even. Because they don't even get to tap Boros. I mean, obviously if they would go like Paladin, some nonsense, I'll regret it. Might end up regretting this. Right, slight regrets. The problem is the Saga was also going to be an issue. So I was kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. So if I find white card and white source in my top 3, that's really good to do. Otherwise, if I do this, I'm still just slowly losing, so I probably just have to take the risk. And I have to find white card and white source. Okay, well I failed. Alright, well that was a fast one. Just white source. I know I can kill with a hammer. Okay, maybe this was a little bit premature. My brain's not... Okay. This was premature. Ved, yeah, I beat Yorion. Okay, I should not have conceded there. That was premature. Alright, just slow down. Slow down. I don't love these. Don't really need these. These are fine. Fine. I should have just slowed down and thought about it. You're right. I just need the white source. That was clearly bad. I'm not going to deny it. This is enough to win with. If I just have all of these and no Teferi 5s. Or do I need to leave Teferi 5 in based on deck construction? I'll even one Teferi 5. I think Counterspell is really bad. Reluctant keep. I don't think this hand is actually that great, but I think it's kind of hard to mulligan these hands when you play this deck. You have functional mana, you have a bunch of digs with your iteration. Like, digging for the cards you need. So I think you're not supposed to mulligan, but obviously it could work out poorly. So go iteration next turn, hoping to find some good cards. can't believe I fucked up the last game so bad. Just slow down. Do everything better from now on. I mean, I say just don't make mistakes. Agreed. Alright, so this means they appear still Paladin soon. Just gonna kill it now and hope that they needed that creature for either Saga activation or the second white for Paladin. Because, like... Alright, well... Yeah, I guess I got maximum punished. Whoa. Okay, maybe not. That's interesting. What do I want to do with this? Maybe exile Solitude and say go, and kill the construct they make pitching Teferi Time Raveler. Putting Omnath in hand, bottoming Boseiju, exile Solitude. So I play a top land, say go, they activate. Seems to make sense to me. The other thing you could do is you could... I think this is good, actually. There you go. I kind of need the Teferi 5, I think, to win. Because it's going to just be hard to not have an... I'm just not going to have enough cards to actually be able to win the game with, I think. Yeah, basically, I'm gonna just have to, like, kill a million things this game, probably. And that basically involves using Teferi 5, I think, to the maximum. Guess I'm killing both hammers, right? I guess I can see if they attack. Don't think it really matters too much. I still need to draw something off this Teferi, obviously, otherwise it doesn't really work. I guess a second Omnath would actually be a really good draw. So... Wow. What the fuck is going on? Can't believe I called shot it. Holy shit. Chat, who was there for that? When I just called shot this, Ask and ye shall receive indeed. Kind of like where I'm at now. Of course, it's like I'm not out of the woods yet. I really am gonna have to take like hard control of this game, I think, with the Teferi 5. That's bad. Alright, well, that ended not great for me. I guess I can tank a hit at least, so... Slight issue is, yeah, attacking Teferi is really good. I think I just have to block and try to, like, this is my way to win, I think. So I need to block. They can activate the Nexus to pump, unfortunately, but kind of just priced into it. I have 2 Verdicts in my deck. 1 mana removal will also be good. Good. Okay, I think this is all really good, actually. So I guess... How do I want to do it? I guess I should just kill the Pierce still. Or kill the Hammer. And say go. I guess that makes the most sense. What was the... I don't know. I think it was some tournament in Sweden. If I get another turn with the Teferi out, I think I'll be completely fine. But I need nothing really bad to happen this turn. They're down 3 hammers though, so... Mildly worried about Inkmoth Nexus eventually killing me because I've used a lot of my instant speed removal as well. So... It's gonna be... That's kind of bad for me. Oh, they had worse? I do. I do remember that, actually. Gonna kill the Paladin. Free worse. Uh-oh, Inky? I mean... Without a hammer attached to it, it's not that big of a deal. I kind of just need another turn to stabilize. Oh, I forgot to side in the Eldamri's Call. Whoops. I should definitely have Eldamri's Call in my deck. Right, 4, pump, so that's 6. Alright, guess I'm throwing another one under the bus. Because they can just activate both Nexuses and it would be a 6/6. And, like, I really, really need this thing. That is bad for me, too. Okay. So... Two, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Untap 2, 7, 8. So that's enough to do everything. Alright. Guess that's pretty good for me. Hey, chat. Hey. Hey, chat. Good draw. This can fetch a basic still, which is important. -8. Teferi 5 has been really good this game. This Teferi 5 is still kind of a messed up magic card if it sticks for this many turns, you know? Sure. My opponent's about to have all of their hopes and dreams destroyed by this solitude. As Jonathan Zhang would say, I'm accruing value on the margins here. Got 1 damage on my Teferi, that's fine. It's time for Kaheera in hand, chat. What was another victim of fire? Oh, I guess I could have said that too. I guess that is also accurate. Chat, clearly Kaheera is just as good as Yorion. Clearly. And who could say no to this shit? Oh, should I have even attacked? This was a sus attack. I should have just said go. Whoops. This is extremely bad, actually. Alright. Okay. Chat, it's not the end of the world. Actually, all their hammers are accounted for. It does fail the rules of alchemy. You're not wrong. I mean, this was not correct, and obviously you can tell that, but I think it'll be okay eventually. All of their hammers are gone, so there's not even that many good cards for them to draw anymore. Oh yeah, I literally killed all 4 hammers, which is kind of insane if you think about it.
Hey Jarvis, want your thoughts on this? Got a 5-0 with it yesterday and 3-4-1s today. Having trouble with my SB slots. The Reki, Kataki are my flex spots right now. Let me know what you think.
Okay, I'll take a look in a sec. Alright, I'll take a look after this match. We'll do the quick deck after this match. There you go. Dress down removes flying, right? It should, right? But it's pretty dead. Are they just mono white with marsh flats? No, they are white blue. There's no reason to show me this. It might make me play differently if you show me it. I think it's actually emblem. Well, can I wait 1 turn? Probably, actually. That makes my decision look extremely good to do that. Oh yeah, I did see Seacrum Coast in game 1. Right. Hardly anything matters then. I see. We found all the Wrenn and Sixes, chat. There were 3 in my, like, bottom 28 cards, at least. Or there were 4 in my... I don't know. There were 4 in my bottom 28 cards. Okay. This is supposed to be in. I probably want this in based on how that game went. That's all shit. Do think I need this card, though. Just, like... That's how the game plays out. Maybe I just don't have time for Abundant Growth to fix my mana. I'll cut 1, because I never want to draw 2. What else can I cut? Maybe the verdicts aren't that good? Got 1 verdict. I'm not sure though. I think verdict is kind of sus actually, but I think it's nice to have 1. Because I think the board can definitely get out of control if you're not careful. Alright. Game 3 versus Azorius Hammer. I'll be on the draw. Thanks for being here. This is not it, as the kids say. Maybe Boltus says how. I don't think that is true. L-Dub. Bolt kills pure still paladin. Like killing pure still paladin matters so much. We're in a bottom Hallowed Fountain, by the way, in this hand. Also, Bolt is like one of the few answers to Inkmoth Nexus. Like, I don't have like an infinite number of answers to Inkmoth Nexus, you know? I don't like where this game is going. Question is if I leave up Dress Down or if I kill the Giver of Runes. Guess I'll kill Giver. Probably gonna get Stomping Ground off this Misty Rainforest. Okay. I think Steam Vents is actually better. Just gonna bounce the Stoneforge. They have another hammer, they can try to kill me with the Nexus. If they just activate, play hammer, it auto-equips. How much do I care about this Teferi? I feel like the answer is I don't care about the Teferi anymore. Yeah, I don't think the Teferi matters anymore. We got our value out of it, which was I wasn't dead, but I might be dead soon. I wonder if they'll get another hammer, or if they'll get like Sophie or some shit. Yeah, but... Alright. Guess I have to do this. It's kind of obvious what's going on here, though, but... It's kind of a close one now. I was always gonna lose a blacksmith skill, so I couldn't do anything about it. It's okay though. Alright, I fucked up game 1 and I lost game 3. I don't even like this. I don't even think this position's that good for me, to be quite fair. Well, I guess if I'm gonna draw those 2 in a row, I might have been okay, but you think? Maybe it would have been a lot better. Yeah. Maybe I just, like, totally threw it. Kind of sucks to throw it. But, you know, that's how it is. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if Kaheera is better than Yorion, like, just on the whole. But it seems difficult to figure out. Okay, yeah, no, I think I threw it. Sorry. It's okay, though. Alright, quick deck tech for... I play bad decks. Alright, Modern Kethis Breach. Let's try to figure out what's going on here. Okay. So I think... Generally, this used to be... Underworld Breach, Grinding Station. Let's see, what is the combo? You get, if you have Grinding Station plus Mox Amber plus Breach, you can mill yourself repeatedly. Oh, if you have 2 Mox Ambers, right? So you can float mana in between them. You have 2 Ambers and an Emery out, or any, like, legend. Okay. Interesting. So I think the main deck makes sense. Probably can't do much there. Kethis is, I think, just redundancy on it. No, it's not. Right. Okay. Kethis just means you can replay your Emerys and shit. I guess with Zov, I don't know. I don't want to think about that part of it, but Kethis does stuff. Okay. Think probably you do not want to play Reki, if I had to guess. 2 Emery, 2 Amber is a loop that knows you. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. That's right. Alright. Don't think you want Reki. We want another land? Does Hall of the Bandit Lord do anything? Probably not. What's Fire Ministry? 2 Glimmer Void. Wow, this is an extremely painful mana base. I wonder if there's a way to make your mana base less painful. The problem is, like, I guess your Esper green in terms of mana. I wonder if a fetch shock mana or fetch 1 Triome, 1 of each shock mana base is better. So I can buy the Manamo. I'm not sure I can buy the Okina. And I'm not sure I can buy Ayaganjo's Seed of the Empire. Because, also as it stands, I think you run into, like, Blood Moon issues or massive moon issues, right? Like if someone... Blood Moon... Blood Moon... Is there a way for you to beat Blood Moon? I think you should sideboard some Force of Vigors, actually. Yo, little Spider Ham, thank you. I think if you want to beat Burn as this sort of deck, you should probably take the nuclear option and play like Core Firewalker. Which admittedly is double white. I don't know how often you can cast it. But Core Firewalker is like probably something I would consider. I don't think you want to play Meddling Mage, do you? Meddling Mage. Okay, I think I would play the 4th Chromatic Star personally over the 3rd Portable Hole, but that's kind of close. How good has Unearthed been? Is the other question I have. This is pretty damn good, though. I don't love Meddling Mage versus those decks. I think Lavinia is just better. Well, I guess versus, like, specifically Valakut. Really good. You've won a lot of games with Breach Station, 1 Black... Okay, that's fair. It's hard for me to... I guess Emery milling another Legend out and just, like, unearthing Kethis back is extremely powerful. Do you need the Jace Wielder of Mysteries? It seems like you probably don't, if I had to guess. I would look extremely suspiciously at this Jace Wielder of Mysteries. I probably would just play a 4th Teferi. Allows you to win off at this station without breach. Does it? Can you explain that real quick? And I'll... So you have Kethis plus Grinding Station. What happens? You need another artifact, right? Kethis Breach Amber. Well, you mean Kethis Station Amber, I guess? Kethis Station Amber. So you float black, green, white. How are you getting blue? Oh, then you eventually get back Chromatic Stars, I see. Okay, then you eventually get blue by filtering through stars. Okay, I guess the Jace is worth it for that corner case. I guess Jace is just kind of worth it on the whole, just so you have 2. In case of, like, one of them gets, like, Soul Guy Lanterned or something. Oh, you can't cast Star with Kethis. Hold on. Let me... How does it... I guess if you have an Emery out... My instinct is you should have, like, 2 Prismatic Ending in your sideboard. I don't really like Reki. I don't think your deck needs to do that. I don't like Reki. I don't really like Ashiok Dream Render either, but other cards seem reasonable. I think I would cut Reki for Prismatic Ending. I would just fit in like 2 Prismatic Endings or 3. Because I think just generally speaking, you want to have a little bit of interaction in the postboard games. Ashiok is good versus Yawgmoth. You found you don't have that much for the matchup. Is there that much Yawgmoth? I didn't think there was a lot of Yawgmoth at the moment. Alright, cool deck though. I could see it. I mean, I don't have time to play anything like this, and I don't have time to optimize things like this, but yeah, I think cutting the Kira, or cutting the Reki makes sense. I would personally cut the Meddling Mage. I think Kataki's fine, although it's kind of weird because you do have a bunch of artifacts yourself. So, wait, is there some... Can we improve on Kataki real quick? I think I would just play 4 Lavinia, personally, in this sort of deck. Because Lavinia, like, is so painful for the 4C decks from a deck like this. Because they're not allowed to, like, pitch cast Solitude anymore. I would also consider maybe, like, a Seal of Primordium or Seal of Cleansing. Or, what's the other option? Maybe 4th Teferi. Anyways, those are my quick thoughts. Again, thanks for the donation. Shout out to I Play Bad Decks for clicking the deck tech option. Little Sputterham, shout out to them for subbing. Let me know if I should open a chest for you. And let's see. Wow, a lot of people bet no on match 4. I forgot how exhausting these matches are with this sort of deck, especially streaming them. Yeah, no problem. Oh, you have nothing else to do with these channel points? Fair enough. Fair enough. Guess I keep. If I didn't have a Solitude, I think it would actually be debatable. Looks like burn. Got them to use both of their spells to not get any prowess triggers. Alright. Just gonna get Karn. And I'm just gonna leave a counter spell. Right. We have our turn for play. I think 60 cards is probably better versus burn. Although, like, it just kind of depends on how many relevant cards, period, in either of the decks. I mean, I think I'm pretty far ahead now. Obviously, like, depends on exactly what happens. Well, I'm going to use my mana here because I have to use my mana next turn. And I can't really die from 2 cards, 8 life. So now, like, this is going to take over. Unless they have something extremely good right here. Okay, well, I have effectively won the game, I think. Just gonna fetch on their upkeep. And my opponent's really, really, really not in good shape now. Alright, oh, game 1 versus burn. Pretty straightforward. I just, like, I killed their first creature, I counterspelled their next 2 spells. Am I the creator of this deck? I mean, I think decks are discovered, not created. But also, I would just say, generally, no, I'm not the creator of this specifically. Turns is fine. House is okay. Not great. I think maybe I want it. I think Abundant Growth, I don't have time for that. Fury is good. And the question is, what's the last card I want? Probably just another Boseiju. Anyways, yeah, I believe decks are discovered and people are just obsessed with credit all the time, so it's kind of weird. I would say that I did not create or discover this deck. I think the basic genesis for it is from Alan Wu. Oh, cool. Thanks for, tell your buddy thanks for saying that. Appreciate you being here. We're testing the hypothesis that Kaheera 4C can compete because you draw your good cards more often, is what's going on today. And we are currently 2-1 and up a game in round 4. So that is exactly what's going on for anyone who's new. Right here. I think I keep. This one's actually a little bit dicey, but I don't think I should mulligan this hand. Do they have the turn 1 creature? Turn 1 creature correlates to winning a lot of matchups, really. Right. I think I want to get Ragran off this because I have a basic forest. Alright. They got 2 damage out of it, which obviously is good for them, but... Another Eidolon. Untap plan is decent. I think I'll just... If I want to play Endurance off of a second green source, I would have to shock myself because I fetched for Forest, so maybe I fucked up. Oh, but no, it kind of works out the same because I only have 1 basic forest, so it actually does work out the same. I think this is going to get Breeding Pool. This game's kind of scary, actually. think it's like very easy that I could lose. I guess the fact that I don't have a second force here is really bad. It's gonna be a tough one, I think. Fury. So I need to not fetch, but I'm basically hard locked because I'm drawing. Well, no, I guess I'm not hard locked, but it's really hard to win. I guess I Fury pitch iteration. And just hope they brick off forever and I somehow draw something. Maybe it's Fury pitch Wrenn, actually. Actually, I think that's what it is. This sucks, I'm probably like... I can't even imagine how dead I am. It's probably like... I'm probably like 1,000 to 1 to win this game. They would have to brick so much for me to have a shot. I also have to draw extremely well, which I can't because like I don't like these are dead. So okay, yeah, basically lose. Right, sucks. Oh, that was unfortunate. I think I want another Chalice on the play, and I'll just cut a Wrenn and Six, actually. Wrenn's not that good versus my opponent. Basically, I lost because I had, like... I don't even really know how I lost. Because I fetched a tap land, and I fetched a basic, and then my other fetches were dead. It was just super weird. Right? How was I so low? Didn't even have a creature on one. Like, what happened? WZ? What's the WZ with you? That's possible. Maybe I should have done that. This hand's fine. I think again I want to fetch red source on one. Probably Rogren off this. Then Forest off this, but we'll see what happens. Why? Rugbed Triumph? No, it's Rogren. It's not Rugbed. Okay, I definitely don't want another Wrenn and Six. Oh, I even sided one out. Dress Down? I don't think Dress Down slows them down a turn. I think Dress Down mostly is a 2-mana Cyclor, which is not what I want in the matchup. These Pokemon names? Yeah, they're Pokemon names. How did you know? What's up, Sullivan? The only use for Dress Down would be to, like, kill something. Kill... What would it kill? Fairy Time Raveler is not bad, but I'm not going to play it this turn. I think I'm just going to Ending, play my fetch, Seiko. Okay, maybe I... Wait, they spended that into Teferi? What? Okay. I mean, I'll just fucking counterspell your Rift Bolt with my Teferi. I do not understand what happened right there. Does anyone know why they did that? That seems super bizarre to me. Actually, this worked out pretty well because now I can solitude the Goblin Guide as well. They basically just... They saw Teferi off the Goblin Guide. It's so baffling. I think it would be like sort of defensible if they didn't see it off the Goblin Guide, you know? But they saw it. So like, what? I think I just still ending plus VFC spell up, but it depends. I think like it's actually better for them to go for me anyways. I think I'm just... Since it's attacking me, I'm gonna just deny them the 2 points of damage. So I would have to fetch Shock for Counterspell. I think it's just better for me not to play anything this turn, if that's the case. I think I just say go and just Counterspell their whatever. They have to play everything at sorcery speed now, so like I can kind of just like... Probably should... Probably should just counterspell any burn spell by this point, really. I want to fetch. I don't think so, actually. I'm just looking for Omnath as quickly as possible. Chalice is not bad. Chalice on 1. They go. Trying to play around Boros Charm. I don't think so. I think playing the Chalice on 1 and singing at higher than 4 is worth a lot to me. It's kind of awkward. But here's the thing. If I get to hit with the Solitude, I think I win. So I'm just going to say go and see what they do. Alright. Kind of an easier game. They ran a Rift Bolt into the Teferi, which made no sense. It worked out extremely well for me that they did that. Taste it, haters. Taste it. Who was the winner? It was me. Did I win in 2 games? No. But did I win the match? Yep. Alright. Prediction for the last match. I guess we will not trophy again, unfortunately, but it's kind of a rel. Just trying to play my best, trying to improve. Again, thanks for everyone being here. you want to support the stream, you know how. Hit that follow button. That's free to do. I am 1-0 in a Double Masters 2022 draft. My deck is pretty sick, actually. Alright, let's start the 5th match. Saffron Olive. It's probably some nonsense deck. Alright, keep. Counterspell I value so high versus Saffron Olive because, like, it's just, like, literally the best card possible versus all of his bullshit decks. I'm gonna get budget crushed. I don't think I'm gonna get crushed. Looks like probably a Myria. Like Myria the Sky Ruin. What Bob 49 was playing a while ago. Yeah, I think it's definitely Blink. Let's see if it is Blank. It's unfortunate. I think I'm gonna lose to that Teferi probably, if I had to guess. I think next turn I'm just gonna tap out for Solitude, probably. Maybe not. I don't know. This, I don't like the fact that I'm so exposed to this Teferi. But I can't really do much about it, I guess. Sure. I want to draw Spar's headquarters. Maybe later, but not currently. Bolt off the top was a very, very, very good draw. Well, I know they have Yorion, so me drawing the bolt means I shouldn't do any of that shit. I'm pretty sure they have Ephemerate on their hand because they shocked in a Howard Fountain last turn. Like, what are the reasons to do that otherwise? There's not many. Guess I'll play around mana type. Doesn't really cost me much. I think that's fine. I'm more concerned about Sun Titan, I think, than anything else. I think if you just let them draw a bunch of random cards, it's not actually going to bite you in the butt. Yeah. There goes my Wrenn. That's fine. I have basically all of the lands I'll need for the rest of the game. Teferi being Skyclave proof is shockingly relevant here. It's kind of funny to think about. Get another shock. I think actually I don't want to draw the Spar's headquarters now. Now my mana is pretty much set for a while. Yo, Demonic Tutors, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Dude, pitch ending. How was your stream, buddy? Was it good? Okay, definitely want the mana now. I need the Wrenn and Six. I definitely want the counter spell. The question is if I want the Wrenn and Six. They could cast Sundaden next turn. I think I'm just gonna let the Wrenn and Six go. Don't think it matters that much. Oh wait, I would have two. Never mind. I should have cast it. Whoops, that was a fuck up. I definitely should have cast it. Forgot about the Teferi 5 untapping 2 lands. So fine. Wish I had a Wrenn in play. This is fine though. I think they're gonna have a huge problem beating this Teferi now. They didn't put out their Giant Killer? Oh, they Flicker Wisped. Wait. Oh. Why was it faded out? What the hell was that? That was weird. Teferi was faded out for a second. Good. They didn't wisp my Teferi. They wisped, what did they wisp? They wisped my illusion token. That's what happened. Yeah, the illusion token, aka the Skyclave token. I think I feel pretty far ahead here. It's just this match is going to take a while to finish, one over the other. Everyone coming from the Demonic Tutors channel, thanks for being here. If you're new to the stream, hit that follow button. That's free to do and help support the stream. I think I can let Teferi go to 1. Basically, you're just never going to take the shield down because it's really not worth it to me. Okay. Fine. I think I'm just gonna Solitude the Wall of Omens and start attacking them. Oh, I don't have any lands left for that one. Whoops. This one does. Fucked it up though. I could put Kaheera in my hand, but I think I value the ability to EOT iteration more than that, just in case. Killing the against the odds stream? Well, I mean, I paid money to enter this league too. Yeah, iteration's not that good here. I mean, I'm gonna cast it now, but those other turn cycles, it wasn't that good. Cast it. Kind of just looking for another Omnath, to be quite fair. That does the trick. I think I have Steam Vents left. Two. Oh, it all doesn't matter. This is what I got. Here, beats soon, not yet. This is like March of Otherworldly Light. That's fine. Oh, they didn't. Oh, right, they can't march Planeswalkers. That's right. I always forget that. It's kind of funny. I think their Supreme Verdicts are pretty bad versus me. And in fact, I'm going to side in Supreme Verdict versus them. So it's kind of funny to think about. He's fine. All. Oh. I think, like, the Lightning Bolts are secretly not very good, except it removed a Teferi. In fact, I'm going to have Dispute for Teferi because I think it's kind of problematic. What's bad versus them? I think I should leave in the growths. Maybe this Eldonry's Call is just, like, kind of shit in this configuration. I guess I'll just draw the Emrakul naturally and Emrakul them. The game is going to go that long, I think. What else can I cut? Endurance, flash, skills, everything. Sort of. Do I worry about decking? No. I think with 2 Teferi 5s, you don't really worry about decking. And obviously, I guess it can be close sometimes, but... let's see. What do I want to cut? I think I shouldn't have so much spot removal if I'm siding in sweepers. But I want some. Maybe I just don't bother with Fury. I was as a... Well, okay. Maybe... Yes, I'll do something like this. Also kind of questionable how many Solitudes I actually want. That's a fair point. All... But... I'm just gonna cut a bone in growth. I don't think I actually need it. Although it's kind of weird because I think growth is good for fixing my mana. I don't know, I just didn't want to time out on the sideboarding. Am I allowed to keep this? I think it's like reluctant keep, but obviously it could go poorly. That's a good draw. I think this is a Rogren angle again, although it's kind of closer this time. But I think generally it's just Rogren in this deck. Because you don't have that many untapped red sources that don't hurt you, is the problem. I see. Alright. I want to cast that. Probably just get Omnath. The fact that I only have 3 basics, I think, is actually a liability versus Field of Ruin as well. So, this might get somewhat icky. song's a banger too. So I can get 2 more horses. We can have the torrent prince again. There was no way to predict that I would have counterspell in my hand after passing for a million turns. There's just absolutely no way to predict this outcome. Oh, I guess they just had multiple Sun Titans. I guess that makes sense. Kind of annoying that, like, I don't have any basics left in my deck. This is, like, kind of problematic. It'll probably work itself out, though. Okay. Alright. So go. Hopefully this works out. You know what? It just occurred to me, I probably need endurance for Emiria the Sky Ruin, otherwise it's like kind of hard to beat Emiria plus Sun Titan at times. But I literally don't solitude all of them. So I think maybe I could have just done that. I'm casting this now. I don't have any lands left to search for in my deck, that's why I have to do this now. It's unfortunate. What's this? I don't care about that. Yes. Try to do this. Two, three, four. I think I can just discard one of these. Probably the Sparrow headquarters. I think this matchup is basically just like who can win on turn like 15 plus or whatever. It's really not much else besides that. Do I think they have Shark Typhoon? Does it matter? No. I don't know why they didn't play anything out. That was kind of weird. This song's also a banger, yeah. That's bad. That's really bad. Shit. Okay. Well, if you're gonna do just that stuff, that's fine. Why does it have a jam emote? And it didn't get around to making it, I guess. There's punishment for that. I'll cast this first and see if I find a land. So go. I think we're gonna win on like turn 17 or whatever. Just gonna take a while. Really? You just started Mega Man Battle Network? Alright, yeah, I mean, these matchups are not pleasant. They last forever. And I was winning by a reasonable amount, which is kind of funny. I thought I was going to lose when both of the Sun Titans resolved. Alright, wow, we got a 4-1. So who can say? Maybe Kaheera is the real deal. Or maybe not. Who can say? Wow. All of his matches are so exhausting. I forgot. That shit is so exhausting. Well, anyways, I don't know. I mean, I won the Yorion matchup I played too, but it didn't feel good. It felt like I definitely should have lost. But we did go 4-1. You know, that's kind of gas. Versus what did we lose? I lost in 3 to Azorius Hammer in round 3. I think I didn't play great, which definitely hurts. But we did get 4-1, and I went 5-0 earlier this week with Grix Shadows, so both of my front runners still kind of showing that they're decent decks, I guess, is how I would put it. I guess I'm kind of 51 QPs, 38 chests. Everything's just going swimmingly. 241 tickets and a lot of play points. You're playing Hammer at Syracuse? Cool. I think Hammer is decent. I just haven't played it in a while. Just haven't felt the need to play it, but I do think it's a reasonably good deck. I think there's like 5 reasonably good decks in the format. It's like Chesty for chat? Chesty is usually for prime subs or subs is how it works here, but just because you asked so nicely, Nefet, I'll open one for you. Oh, March of Otherworldly Light, which does not kill planeswalkers. I always have to remind myself of that. Drannith versus Lavinia. Let me read Drannith Magistrate again. Okay, actually Drannith is kind of gas. I think Lavinia is also kind of gas. The one thing about Lavinia is it counters all of the pitch elementals, right? Which is actually a big deal versus Hammer. Like, countering Solitude and Fury matters, you know? Because, like, Lavinia means you literally just can't cast those. And if you cast it into Lavinia, it'll just get countered, is what actually happens. You lost a non-trivial amount of games because you didn't have white blue on turn 2. That's definitely true. That's definitely possible. I don't know. I probably would play like 3... Oh, 5 decks. Sorry. I'll get back to that. Or C of some sorts, like Yorion or Kaheera. Probably Yorion is the more proven deck. Murktide / Grixis Ledger Shadow. And I think Living End / Rhinos and Hammer, probably. Well, I mean, the Hammer mana bases are stretched. I think people don't play enough white-blue sources, if I had to guess. It's just always stretched, though. This is kind of an antiquated build. I haven't played the deck for like 3 months, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm glad that the 4C Kaheera experiment worked. I don't know if this is exactly what... I think Illinois' Call is kind of a trap in this deck, actually. There's just not a lot of room for it. Which is what I was told, but I wanted to try it anyways. So, that's just mostly me being stubborn. The Call wasn't great. All the other cards had their uses. So, kind of hard to complain about a 4-1, right? I'm not gonna do anything else. It's getting kind of late. I think... I definitely don't want to start another week with this deck, because that would just take way too long. Alright, I think that being where it is, thanks for everyone watching. I think I'm going to raid someone real quick.